Hi guys, can you believe we're already into week 3 of schooling at home? Well, it's been really good to see you guys on Zoom and hopefully you're keeping up with everything. I just want to give you a quick assignment for the week. It's probably going to take most of your week to do it. By now you should have finished read through chapter 9 of The Eagle of the Ninth. And so by the end of this week, I would really like you to read through chapter 18. So by Friday, you will have read through chapter 18, and I'll be checking on that on Friday with you. But the other thing I want you to do this week is write an essay. Remember, an essay is your opinion. And the question I want you to discuss in your essay is there in red. What would cause you to break a friendship? And then I want you to go on and answer what you would do. What would you be willing to do to restore that friendship? Now, as if you've read into The Eagle of the Ninth, you know that there are slave-master relationships and there are also friend relationships. And this book is really good at exploring relationships. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the importance of friendship. And so I have up on your screen here, this is a sculpture called Praetorian's Relief. And it's actually in a museum in France. We don't know who the sculptor was, but the sculpture was made about the time that this book was set. So it dates back to AD 51 to AD 52, somewhere in there. And that's about the same time frame that this story is happening with Marcus Aquila. Now, interestingly enough, this is called the Praetorian Guard because of their fancy dress. And so I want you to think of Marcus's father as being part of the Praetorian Guard. The standard, or if you look at someone's carrying what's called a standard. Now, this is the eagle that was referenced in the story. We don't think of an eagle as looking like that. It looks more like a dove there. But in this sculpture, this eagle is holding a lightning bolt in his claws. And so when Ms. Sutcliffe writes about the eagle, it probably looks something like this, or I don't know if you've had a chance to see the movie The Eagle, which is based on our book. I told my 8th graders, don't watch the movie until you've finished the book because it's really different than the book. But this image, this sculpture is actually the Praetorian Guard, and it's called Aquila's Guard. So you can imagine that Ms. Sutcliffe, as she was studying the history behind her story, that this is actually the group of men that she was writing about that went into northern Britain and lost the eagle. And this dove sitting on top of this pillar holding a lightning bolt in his claws is the eagle that she's writing about. So when we think about Marcus being a centurion, a commander of at least 100 men, if not more, and we also think about his father as leading this Praetorian Guard. One thing we do know about the Roman military is that they had much dependence on each other. They had to have each other's back. And we know that's true about our American military as well. Those who have fought in combat know that they depend heavily on their friends, on those who are fighting with them. And so that's the context or the idea behind the question, what would cause you to break a friendship? And then what would you do to restore it, if you were even able to restore it? So I would like you to write an essay for me by Friday. So now you've got 2 assignments this week, and I'm just going to let you work on it. You need to read all the way through chapter 18, and you need to finish this essay. Again, I will ask the 6th graders if you would like to write it in your journal. That's fine. Just be sure you text me a picture of it in your best cursive. 7th and 8th graders, I would really like you to type this, attach it to an email, maybe it's mom's email, and send it to me. And your parents have my email address. If you have given me your email address, then I have yours and you have mine. But be sure if you can't figure out how to get it to me that you call me, and I will be sure and get back to you. But this is something I will want you to turn in. So again, this essay will be due on Friday. I'm not giving you a limit of space, although it should at least be a page. And also, please read through chapter 18 by Friday. And we are just rolling along. And by next week, we'll be finishing this book and moving on to another one. So I hope you're enjoying it. It's a good book. It's kind of heavy reading, but that's good for you, especially these days when you're home and not able to get out. So again, I hope you're getting out and getting some fresh air too. And we will talk to you later.